I'm Charlie Hebdo.
And I'm Sandra Sultry, and this is the Asylum Seeker Seekers.
Today in news on the 28th of October 2015, the ever graceful and inspiring Pauline Hanson has released this beautiful statement.
It's a beautiful image, and the blue and white really convey the purity and hopefulness she has for the nation. Look at that innocent face. I love it.
I couldn't agree more. I love it so much I got it printed and framed to add to my Pauline Hanson tribe. It's next to my cardboard cutout of Abbott and his budgie smugglers and my stubby holder collection.
Why haven't I seen your stubby collection?
Now to our top-breaking story. You may have seen the footage captured on mobile of a refugee wandering the streets making a suspicious, illegible phone call.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, we played the wrong footage. Yep, we're ready to roll the real footage now. Today that this call was not in English. So far, no expert has been able to decode it, and earlier today our courageous reporter Carrie Bickering Moore put her life on the line to sit with the assailant.
Today we're here with Mrs. Hannah Cutlery, and
you mean my name is Hannah Cutlery?
Right, sorry, Cutlery. And today we're here with an exclusive interview about the footage that we showed to you earlier.
What footage?
The footage, when you were outside and you were texting on your phone suspiciously. We just wanted to talk about that suspicious behaviour. And before we start, just want to say salami.
You mean salam?
Yeah, salam. Sorry, that's the one.
Okay.
So we just want to ask you a few questions about how long have you been here in Australia? What are your plans here? And also, what were you doing before on the phone?
Okay, well, I have no plans in Australia. I'm currently at uni, so those are my plans. I've been here my whole life. I was born here, Manly Hospital, so...
Oh, okay.
And on my phone, I was just doing regular stuff. I was probably scrolling through Facebook or texting my friends.
Yeah, of course. I got to be honest with you, I did not understand a word of that. We'll leave that one up to our translators. And that's all for today.
Wait,
so
that's it? That's the interview?
Yeah, that's all we need to get. And namaste.
Namaste.
And
that's Hinduism. I'm Afghan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and back to you, Tracy.
Joining us now from where the footage was recorded is Carrie. So Carrie, what was it like sitting down with the refugee in person?
Yeah, good evening, Sandra, and thank you for having me on the show today. It was really terrifying, and just because I didn't know what she was saying the whole time, and I could only really assume the worst.
Did you have any items with you for your own self-defense, just in case there was a confrontation?
So I was really aware of all the doors and all the exits that I could climb out of, even the windows. Just in case anything went down.
Well, we're glad you're safe, but we're running out of time. But before you go, if you could describe it all in one word.
Terrifying would have to be the word, I think, Sandra.
Now, moving on to our second, also top story tonight. It's been 10 years since the Reclaim Australia riots, but yet what has improved? Joining us are Tracy Grim, but not sure.
Thanks, Charlie. The scene here is very grim indeed, and I'm really not sure that things are ever going to improve. On the morning of December 11, 10 years ago in 2005, a crowd had gathered here where we now stand. By midday, 5,000 members of the public were engaged in the protest that changed the nation forever. The long-standing feud between our local surfies and those visiting Westies from western suburbs such as Bankstown, Lakemba and Punchbowl came to a head-on the 4th of December, where a group of volunteer lifesavers, our everyday local heroes, were violently assaulted by a pack of Arab men. The patriotic struggle continued for several long days, with arrests, hospitalizations and other demonstrations of violence that they have since tried to hide from the public in hopes that we would forget. 10 years on, we have not forgotten, and we will honour those brave men who once fought and those that continue to patrol our golden soil and protect us from harm, especially on that day against these invaders, and continue to do so despite their trauma. Back to you, Charlie.
It's unbelievable that the situation has not improved. Renee, you were part of the active duty at the Cronulla riots 10 years ago and again present at the recent Reclaim Australia riots earlier this year. What do you remember from the fateful day?
Well, after the trauma of the recent riots, a large majority of the force now attended group therapy sessions, where we often theorize such acts of violence and try to make sense of it all.
How does it compare to the more recent riots?
The intimidation of these protesters caused New South Wales Police to call in extra popo ponies at both events. Igor Primoratz defines terrorism as intimidation with a purpose. Terror is meant to cause others to do things they would otherwise not do. These popo ponies would otherwise be, and much rather be, happily in their stalls, eating carrots on a soft bed of hay. Sue Ashford states that terrorism is the use of violence as a matter of policy to cause terror in people, usually so that those individuals will change their beliefs or allegiances. But I am proud to say my allegiance still stands with black caviar, varlap, and carrots.
Well, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Renee. That's all we have for today. For more news, tune in at midnight. But until we see you next week on Asylum Seeker Seekers, here's some exclusive footage from Horsey Rehab.
Wow.